Good afternoon. This is Andy.
Hello, Andy. This is AJ
Yes.
from MFG.com. How you doing?
Good, AJ. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, just wanted to talk to you a minute about your company and your experiences on MFG.com. Can you describe your company to us?
Certainly. The company I work for is in the fire protection business. So we pretty much work in the construction industry where you see sprinkler heads and piping and those types of products installed in both commercial and residential facilities.
What part of the country are you located in?
We're in the Northeast.
Okay. Can you describe the types of parts, components, or products that you source? I know you mentioned in general more along the lines of the type of complexity, materials, that sort of thing.
Okay. Most of what I work with is in the fire protection industry, so it'd be stainless steel fittings, hoses, brass forgings or castings. Those types of the main products that we source.
How long have you been on MFG.com?
Really, just about 3 or 4 months. I'm pretty new to it.
Newbie. Can you describe what it is that you like about MFG.com?
Well, certainly the layout of the website is very intuitive. Had no difficulty whatsoever putting out a quote package and then really getting the responses back. The way the website is structured, again, very intuitive. The ability to summarize what came back from the supply base, and really the thing I liked the best about it was just the results that I obtained.
Great. Can you describe how MFG.com has helped you in your job?
Very much so. Most of what I've been doing, being based in the U.S., it deals with low-cost country sourcing. Because I've got a very limited group of folks on the ground in China, Taiwan, and Korea, being able to identify suppliers in those regions is somewhat difficult at times. And through MFG.com, I was able to, in the particular quote that we just recently did, was for 4 different products that all go into a major assembly. And I was able to obtain 38 different bids back from a number of suppliers that I was able to then qualify, and we've been able to go out and visit these suppliers and further develop our future sourcing plans with 3 of the 4 for 3 of the 4 products rather.
So you've developed long-term relationships with many of these suppliers that you've met through MFG.com.
Absolutely. Yep. And in fact, we're even looking at a couple of these that we've found through this last bidding event for a couple of new products that we're developing.
I see. Can you describe briefly what it is that when you're in the discovery phase, what is it that attracts you to certain suppliers?
Well, it's got to be their capability. I mean, one thing, of course, price is always king when you're talking about low-cost country sourcing and commodity-type products. But their quality capabilities, their manufacturing capabilities, where they're located, and just really overall their just engineering expertise. So in a lot of the cases where we sent drawings to these folks, they were able to quote on them, and in a couple of cases even suggest improvements to the design to enhance manufacturability.
And if you don't mind, can you describe a little bit, like when you're in that discovery phase, are there things that turn you off to certain suppliers that will cause you to ignore or overlook them?
Really only 2 things that are kind of like red flags. One is if you see a price that is either extremely low or extremely high. So certainly they're not grasping some concept of the product that you're trying to source to them or have them provide a quote for. The other thing is if you're looking at someone that is more of a distributorship as opposed to an actual manufacturer. The minute you add that additional layer of management in there, now of course you're adding cost. And because I do have people in China, Korea, and Taiwan, they can do the interface. So I really don't need that additional agent capacity, if you will.
Do you have any other thoughts that you could share with us about your experiences on MFG.com?
Just that I was using another source, another online bidding activity that was a pay program for us, and was very unsuccessful in getting the visibility and the amount of information back from the supply base. I tried 3 or 4 different quotes through them and got minimal input. And again, I was very, very pleased with the fact that this was a somewhat complex bidding event for 4 different parts all at the same time, and with 3 different pricing levels for volume, and just the tremendous amount of information that we got back, and the vast majority of these suppliers were really capable suppliers. So I just really had a great experience with MFG.com.
Andy, thank you so much, and have a great day.
You too. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.